What's going on there, YouTube?
Vaping with Twisted 420 has returned.
That's right, people. And today I am back at you with a sub-ohm tank. That's right, people, a sub-ohm tank. RTAs and all that shit got real popular for a while, but there are still people making sub-ohm tanks. And the people making this one is Vaporesso, people. Today we are taking a look at the Vaporesso Cascade Sub-Ohm tank. That's right, people, the Cascade Sub-Ohm tank. Now, something interesting, at a Vape Expo, Vaporesso gave me prototypes of this tank long before it was released. I don't think it's out yet, but you know what I mean. So I had protos for a while back. I actually sent one to my buddy Josh Harper. He's a vaping graphic designer. He does my intro and some of my thumbnails and stuff. My intro and outro, you guys like that? He's pretty wild with it. Anyway, he's been using a prototype. I've been testing a prototype, and now we have the retail version here, people. We got the retail version. And this is an interesting tank right here. What it is a 26 millimeter diameter, 7 mil capacity slide to fill sub-ohm tank, okay? It's available in a multitude of colors. I am rocking this rainbow kind of neo prism action. It looks really, really dope, but you can get it in a few other colors, and it sells for about 30 to 40 bucks on the interwebs, okay? Okay, now there's a couple of unique things about this guy, but before we get into that, we must discuss packaging. You get the nice little plastic case, pop it open, you got your tank. You pull all the pretty stuff off, and you got a couple of coils sitting in there. Pre-installed, you get a quad coil. It comes out at 0.15 vertical, and you also get a single coil, 0.4 ohm vertical, and you also get a GT core adapter. This is a little adapter that allows you to use your GT cores from their NRG tank. It lets you use those coils in this tank. Pretty cool, and you get a coil with it. So pretty cool, 3 coils right off bat. Very nice, very nice. Now here's something cool. You also get a really nice drip tip. It's a nice resin drip tip. The only thing is, you pull it out, you realize it's a 510 drip tip. No 810 action here, people. 510 only. At least they give you a pretty one out of the gate, though. I can say that. Now here's the thing, people. Here's what's so great about this guy. This guy, and Vaporesso explained this to me in person, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty good idea. So basically, this is a 7 mil tank. Up here in the glass up top, you got 5 mils, right? Below that, down where the coil is, you have a reserve with these 3 slots that open up and allow liquid to go down. You have a reserve that holds an extra 2 mils of liquid. And the reason they did that is because, let's say you're vaping, right? And your tank's getting low, it's getting low. Usually people tilt it to vape it, and part of your coil is exposed and it's not getting liquid, it's dry. So their idea behind this is to where when you vape your tank down, even to where there's no more liquid inside the glass, you still have liquid down there when you go to tilt it and hit it, so you never get a dry hit. Pretty clever, pretty clever. I get it, I get it. Also noticed at the bottom they got a Delrin insulator to insulate it from the heat and everything. I thought that was a pretty cool move as well. But yeah, that's pretty clever. That's pretty clever. Everything still unscrews from the bottom normal like you would expect, and then you just pull your coil out or slide it in, and that's really neat. That is neat, and I love good juice capacity. And 7 mils, that's a good bit. This is a big ass tank, and it bubbles up. So yeah, this thing holds a lot of liquid. 7 mils is a good bit of liquid. Let me have a toke on this guy real quick. We're running the 0.4 ohm coil at 60 watts, okay? As far as longevity on the coils, now those GT coils, I usually got a couple of weeks out of them before I need to swap them out. So far on these big boys, now I can only say the 0.4 I've used the most, but the 0.15 lasted me right at about 2.5 weeks. But this big boy, I've been on it right at about 3 weeks, the 0.4 ohm, and it's still doing good. So far so good on it, not bad. It makes sense that the 0.15 went out quicker. It's got 4 coils, easier to get gunked up. This is one big vertical coil, seems to be working out. But yeah, man, overall, I think it's a pretty neat tank. I think it's got some nice features, and the price isn't too bad. You can get it in a few different finishes. Hey, Sarah. The only complaint I really have about this, the coils are good, the flavor's good. If I had to, I wouldn't say it's the best sub-ohm tank flavor I've had, but it's up there. It's good. It's not bad, that's for sure. The only complaint I have is that this isn't an 810 drip tip. Everybody's crazy about 810s now, and the fact that this is a 510, although it looks cool, that's the only kind of bummer I can really say for it. But other than that, not a bad little sub-ohm tank for the money, people. If you want something that holds a lot of juice and tastes pretty good, you're good to go. Oh, airflow is also adequate. You got 3 triangle-ish shaped airflow slots around the bottom, and they seem to work well as well. So yeah, man, I think that's it. Just dropping in, telling you about the Cascade tank, the one that don't want you to get dry hits and shit. Overall, I think it's not too shabby. Not too shabby. So I'll put links in the description if you want to go look around, take it out, and give a shit. But I did tell you, and I feel in my heart of hearts, that has to be worth something, people. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Remember, doesn't matter what the fuck you're vaping on, as long as you're not on them stinkies. And last but not least, you stay sexy, YouTube. Me and the Cascade tank, we're out. Vaping saves more lives than actual rainbows.